Wally says he's ready. We're going to leave camp, head into the forest here at Michaux State Forest, southeast Pennsylvania, just above the Maryland state line. This is actually, where did I go? Where did I put him, Wally? You ready, Wally? We're going to go check out this Michaux State Forest, leaving our camp. It's not really a trail here. I mean, it's kind of open right here, but there's not a real trail. We're going to just do some exploring. Looks like there might be a deer trail through here. Maybe. Yeah, spider webs. Let's try it this way, Why? Gotta watch out for timber rattlers. Got my bear spray. Oh. I think I heard something over there. He's going over to check it out, I guess. Some deer sign. There is a reservoir down to my right somewhere, and there's a trail that comes off of it somewhere up here that may tie into eventually. It'd be nice to find a trail, although I don't mind going off trail too. I haven't seen any trash at all. That's a good sign. No sign of people. Huh. I don't know if that's a trailblaze or I marked that tree for some reason. I don't know. Sure don't look like no trail. Got a blue mark on that trail, or on that tree there. Not worried about being real quiet since this is black bear country. You're certainly not going to be quiet enough to sneak up on a big one. I don't have nothing like this at home. We could be out miles from the nearest house. Nothing but woods in between. Maybe around Wayne National Forest you might find an area like that, but not on my side of the state. Double checking my app, make sure it's tracking us. This kind of tan color is a map I made. I downloaded ahead of time So, because I have no cell service, there's the reservoir. I run off satellite. Let's see where I'm at. There I am. So I have to go. It looks pretty steep right there. I have to go that way to get to the reservoir. But anyway, if I download it ahead of time, it'll track me off satellite. So even though I don't have a signal, it'll track me and I can find my way back to camp, even without a trail. Then many times I've gone off trail and have no clue which direction the car's in, but the app helps me find my way. As long as my phone don't go dead, then I'd be in trouble. I got a compass, but I didn't bring it. Ernie'd be getting on me for that. You finding anything, Wally? Watch out for rattlesnakes, Wally. Now, forest people have been back in here cutting the tree down. Oh, there's the first sign I've seen. Beer bottle. Or some kind of bottle. Oh, there's the road. Came out to the road. Alright, let's see where I'm at. Look at my app here. Yep, right at the road. Alright. Maybe we'll walk down the road a little. I can check out that side over there too while I'm at it. I'd like to work my way down to where that trail is. Make it a little easier on us. This should be High Rock Road, our camp. It's down that way, right off of this road, and then there's another camp. I think we're past it. It's number 18, yeah, right there. And we're past it. We're down below it now. We're at 17. Only $15 a night. I mean, it's permitted. There's nothing but a picnic table and a fire ring. No bathroom. No water. There's a bunch of sticks there at the bottom of that tree. Doesn't look natural. Go up and take a picture. It is, oh, I see, it's where the branches are just pulled down. It's not sticks there. That's just the branches. Alright, well, let's get back this way. We're going to go down this road and see if we can't find where that trail crosses. Look on here again. Let's see where we're at here. We're in the brown. Right here. And that trail. Oh, here's where it is. Right there. So we got a ways. There's a deer cross right there. I thought I just heard 2 wood knocks, but it was like right when I stepped, both steps. I got these headphones on. Helps my hearing. Sound like 2 wood knocks back that way. But both of them were right when I took a step both times. So it's kind of hard to make it out. Sounded like wood knocks. Not real loud ones, but kind of soft wood knocks. I've only heard one of those real loud cracks, and that was when I was with Ernie and them. When we were leaving, we come up over a little hill. Right after we came over the hill, I heard it way in the background. Pretty far back, but with these headphones on, I could hear it pretty good. That was one of them real loud ones. I'm guessing they were announcing we were leaving. I don't know. That's my guess. I just gotta make sure I keep it out of the road if we come up on a car. Oh yeah, just I don't know, hour or so ago, we were sitting there at camp, and man, we heard this loud noise, getting louder and louder. We weren't even sure what it was, and it was some kind of jet. It didn't really look like a jet though. It looked like more like some kind of regular plane, but it was so loud. It was a military plane of some kind, and it was flying just above the trees. Went right over top of us. I mean, right in line with our camp. I guess there's a National Guard here close by. Freaked poor Wally out. It kind of freaked us out. We didn't know what it was, and it was so loud. I mean, when it's that low and that loud, it doesn't really sound like a jet. It's kind of hard to describe it, but the sound, it wasn't something I recognized right away. Not till it got real close, and I realized what it was, but when it was coming up, I didn't recognize the sound. Let's see. This looks like it's a road. Let's see what we got here. And, it's not even on here. Huh. Doesn't even show it. Of course, there's no sign to say what it is. Doesn't look like a very good trail to walk on. Grass is pretty high. I mean, it's open, no trees, but hard telling how far back it goes. Let's see where the trail's at from here. The trail's quite a ways. Hey, wait a minute. Why isn't this tracking me anymore? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Thinks I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Thinks I was trying to set a waypoint. Okay, where are we at here? We're right here. Doesn't show that road at all. And the trail is on up. And we'll just keep going on the road. I don't want to get into that tall grass, get ticks on us. Wally doesn't get too far away from me. He stays pretty close. If I stop, take a picture or whatever, he'll stop and wait on me. He's pretty good about that. Tank always was the same way. I got a picture of Tank where I had stopped and was looking at something and I didn't hear him. Usually I hear him running all around. So I'm looking around wondering where he's at. And there he is sitting up there on the trail, just sitting there looking at me. Like, are you coming or what? See anything, Wally? Might just take the road coming back, 'cause make a lot better time. Since I told her I'd be back by 7. It's 5 now, so didn't know what I was going to see or how far I was going to go, how hard it was going to be to get through. There is some rugged terrain around here, although we didn't get to any of it. See any prints down there, Wally? I don't see none. Nope, don't see none, Wally. The trail is on up here. I think there's a little curve. A sharper curve than this in the road right where it's at. I was going to try to make my way down that reservoir, but it's all downhill and I don't know how steep. I don't want to take a chance on twisting an ankle or something. Now, if we get on this trail, I'll go down to it. I don't want to do it off trail. Might go down there and look for prints. I got plaster. If I hear my water sloshing around, 2 bottles and 24-ounce cup. Got plenty of water. Looks like this has been forested. A lot of small trees. Not too many big ones. I'm sure they probably leave a few big ones. I thought they'd just clear the whole area. Wouldn't think so. See this side. Pretty much straight uphill. I don't really want to try to go up that. I think I'll just walk looking straight ahead and aim the camera over there. See if it picks up anything. There's a tree snapped off. Walk over there and get a look at that. There. That could be from this one falling, maybe. I don't know. Thought it might have hit it. But, that's a branch that fell off from who knows where. None of these trees are that big. These are all little trees. Huh. Oh, it may have come off of that one. That one there's pretty big. Yeah, probably fell off from way up there. Came down and might have caught that tree on the way down and snapped it. That'd be my guess. Just like that arch there, got bent over by that tree falling right there next to it. Always good to try to look at it over real good and figure out how it could have happened. I keep thinking I'm hearing like a dog barking or something. Unless it's a whoop, it's a kind of a high pitch. Something. Keep hearing something back over that way. He's not paying attention to it, so just heard it again. I don't know if it picked up on the camera. It's pretty far back in there. I was going to aim that way. While I look forward. Look down the road while I'm aiming that way. I need to get a mount for this thing. I can just mount it on my backpack and I have to carry it. I think it does better than a GoPro as far as video quality. It's got a 1-inch sensor. It's got 2 microphones built in. Got a 128 gig card in it. I did several test runs with it before I went on that hike with Ernie. I used a card that it's a new card I got for my drone. And it's working great. And I get out there on the trail with Ernie and he doesn't want to read the card. Kept shutting off. So aggravating. So I had to video the whole thing with my phone. So I doubt the audio is too good. I haven't had a chance to watch it. Well, I bought 2 lavalier mics for that hike. Had my recorder. I was going to plug the lavalier into the recorder. Have Ernie stick it in his pocket. The recorder. Went to hook it up and realized I forgot to put a stinking card in the recorder. So couldn't use the lavalier. Couldn't use this camera because it wouldn't read the card. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Oh well. It was mainly for Ernie. But I would have liked to have videoed it and got good audio for him. There was another guy. He was live. He has a podcast. He was doing live from there. I'm not sure how good his audio came out either. So a lot of times Ernie had his back to us. That's why I wanted to use that lavalier. Can't believe I forgot that card. That was stupid. I keep thinking I'm hearing like a wood knock. Back that way quite a ways. I don't know. There might be something banging around on my backpack. These headphones, they amplify so much. That was the thing when I was hiking with Ernie. Video with my phone. I had these headphones on so I could hear him real good. Everything is crystal clear. But that's not what the camera was hearing. Too bad these things don't have audio out to record. That'd actually be pretty nice to have audio out going right to my recorder, because I've tried carrying my recorder, putting it in my backpack, and it makes a lot of noise when you're walking. Where if I plug these in, they're on my head, they're not moving at all. You get a nice clean sound. Maybe I should try to figure out a way to mount my recorder to these headphones so they don't move around. Come here, Wally. I don't know if he's coming up the road, but I think there's a motorcycle coming, Wally. We better wait. Let's see. Can't tell, but I think he's coming up. Sure sounds like he's getting closer. Yeah, come here, Wally. Come over here. Here, come here. It's going to scare you. He gets so scared it sounds like that. Doesn't that scare him? You don't take off. Might be somebody riding in the woods, I don't know. Can't tell. I don't know. I think they're riding in the woods somewhere over there. Alright, Wally. Oh, knocked a big trail. Alright, let's go, Wally. I left a recorder going back at camp because Kim said she heard a stick break or something after I left. But I went back because I had forgotten my headphones. So I left once, got a little ways in, and I remembered I forgot the headphones, so I turned around and went back out. She said she heard a stick break after I left. Back in that area where I was looking last night with the parabolic. It was pretty steep up that hill. So anyway, I went back to camp and I set up a recorder there before I left. Just in case. So I figure that's how it's going to happen. She's going to see one before I do, even though she has no desire to. I brought this recorder just in case. I can flip it on, start recording. I had the parabolic out last night listening. And I was facing the direction that she said she heard that stick break. And I was hearing movement back in there. Something was moving around. But then every now and then I'd hear something to my left, kind of back to my left and behind me a little bit. And I was just ignoring that, acting like I didn't hear it. Kept looking straight ahead. And then all of a sudden Wally, he was asleep. We have this little fenced in corral. And he was in that. We had a little bed in there he was laying on. And she was in the tent with our dachshund. He was laying in that little corral. And I was on the other side of the corral from the tent. And he was sleeping. All of a sudden, he jumped up growling, right, running to the end of the corral that I was on. And he was looking back in that direction to my left, behind me a little, right where I was hearing them sounds. That's where he was looking. He started howling. And I never heard anything run away. But after a minute or so, he settled down, went back to sleep. So, I don't know what that was about. I think I scanned the thermal when he did it. Didn't see anything. I blew the shofar a couple times. I blew it before that, and then I blew it again after that. And I scanned with the thermal before I went to bed. And I saw something. Not big. I thought it was probably a small animal. I don't know what it was. I recorded it on the thermal. At first I thought it was probably a small animal because it wasn't very big. But I kept looking at it and I'd look away, look back, even walk toward it a little bit and looked. If it was a small animal, I don't think it would have just stayed in one spot like that. It didn't move at all, it just stayed right there in that one spot. And then I scanned in that other direction where I was hearing the sounds, where Wally had been looking. And I saw two little critters running around there. And they weren't still at all, they were just constantly moving all over the place. I'm not sure what they were. Possum or something. But when I look back to the other one, it's still the same spot. And then I walked toward it. Of course, I had to take the thermal down so I could see where I was walking. Walked toward it a ways. Got the thermal back up and looked and couldn't find it now. So I don't know if the thermal would cause eye shine. I'm not sure. That's what I was wondering, if it was an eye. But it was down low to the ground. It was right at the ground. But it was just one light. I don't know. But that's where I kept hearing sound of something moving. With these ear headphones, I could hear it pretty good. But Wally slept all night, didn't make a sound. He didn't act like he heard anything. There was one point right after I fell asleep where I told Kim if she heard anything, or if Wally reacted, to shut her fan off so we could listen. And she shut it off. She sat up real fast and shut it off. I had just fallen asleep. So I said, "Did you hear something?" She said, "Yeah." So we listened for a while. Never heard nothing. I can't remember what she said she heard now. But I haven't checked the audios. I had them out. I had one on either side of our camp and one in the tent. So I'll have to check them, see if anything shows up. Hey, don't drink that. I got water for you. I got what was I gonna say? I don't know. He sidetracked me and he started drinking out of that puddle. We'll stop up here and get a drink, Wally. I'm gonna find a good spot to stop. Guess I should see how much farther this trail is. We're almost to the one on the left. And then the other one's just past that. I sure don't want to go up that hill, so I'm not taking that trail. I'm taking one on the right. Of course, it goes downhill, and then I got to come back up, so I guess it don't matter. I'd rather stay on this side of the road, side the camp is on. Because who knows, I might see a deer trail and start following it. And at least I want to be on the same side as camp, work my way back if I do that. Hopefully we won't run into anybody with the dog, since I don't have him harness or nothing on him, no leash. Sometimes he'll listen, sometimes he won't. Yeah, it's not going to hurt anybody's dog, but your dog might try to hurt him. It gets up in his face. He sees the dog, he wants to play. Kind of like to know the history of this area. Gettysburg's not too far. I guess this forest was named after a French botanist and his son that named, I don't know how many plants that they found growing here. Pretty big forest though. I think it's like 80,000 acres. So that's like 4 salt forks put together. That's a lot of woods. So thick down through there, I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. Same as this direction, it's so thick, can't see very far. Even a thermal won't do much good when it's that thick. See any footprints, Wally? Sounded like a mouth pop. I always hear people say that that's what the wood knocks are, and I can't wrap my head around that. It sounds too much like wood on wood, but that one sounded like that. I don't know if it picked up on the camera or not. It was way up that hill there somewhere. That's what it sounded like. Try to keep looking straight ahead while I film down that way, just in case. And I'll come back and watch it. One of these times I'll do that and see one just standing there. Or I could have got a real long shot, but didn't even know it was there because I didn't look. Just the trail on the left, maybe. Let's see. Take a look here. Maybe Wally just standing there waiting on me. Okay, I'm almost to the trail on my left. Ways up. We drove down this road earlier. It's just miles and miles of forest. No houses, just forest. Then we got to Rattlesnake Run Road. Turned on it. There was another couple miles of nothing but forest. And we finally started getting to some houses. It'd be nice to have a house that butted up to this. So far, almost an hour video. I think I'll stop and restart at an hour. Got a long telescoping stick for this. It's got controls on it. I can control it from the handle. Extend it way out. It's kind of nice, but hey, don't drink that. But I don't want anything to think it's a gun. Might look like a gun to them. So, don't really use it. It'd be nice to have it sometimes where there's, like in Alabama where them tall bushes were. I could have, well, in the daytime anyway, I could have used that telescoping rod and looked over top of them bushes. Kind of hard to do at night, unless you have the light attached to the rod. Gotta find us a place to get a drink. I think he's getting thirsty. Nope, nope, nope. Don't go down there and get that. That water's probably not good. I got water for you, Wally. We'll find a place up here to stop, get a drink. When we get to the trail. It'll be right up here. Let's check it again. Yeah, almost to it. The trail on the left. Let's see. It's right before this curve in the road, so should be right up here, Wally. I think I see it. No, that's the road continuing. That might be it on the left up there. That's where it's supposed to be. I think I'll just stop here at this stump, get him a drink. Almost at an hour. I'll go ahead and stop and restart. Alright, me and Wally got our drink. Keep on going. We've already walked 1.25 miles. There's the trail on the left. Got the blazes for it. So that's that trail. It's uphill. But if I go this other trail downhill, I gotta come back up. Well, there goes a deer. There's a deer right through there. I don't know if you saw it. Took off through there. Wally didn't know. Maybe we should go uphill, and then that way we can come back down. I think that might be the ticket. I'd rather go up. I don't know. Then I'm on the opposite side of the road though. I don't know. Let's check out the other trail. So this trail, says it's for mountain bike, horseback, and backpack. Not motorcycles. That's good. I don't like motorcycles in the woods or ATVs. Today's Wednesday, 12th, June 2025. We're at Michaux State Forest, southeast Pennsylvania, just above Maryland. We're walking down High Rock Road. Our camp is a mile and a quarter back that way off of this road. Pretty nice. We got it all to ourselves. They got these little camping spots back off the road. They just got a table, picnic table, and a fire ring is all they got. No water, no electric, no toilet. It's only $10 a night, I think, if you're from Pennsylvania. And the non-resident, it's 15, so that's still not bad. For having the privacy, it's kind of nice to have it all to ourselves. And I think you can have up to 10 people in one spot. It'd be kind of nice to get a small group together and come out to one of these spots. Got a bunch of them around here, and I think it might be a Pennsylvania thing. I'm going to check that out when I get home. See if they got them in other parts of the state too. Because in Ohio, the state forest, you can't camp in the state forest except right in the campground. That's it, at a state park. Not like the national forest where you have dispersed camping and all that. Probably from snow load that tree over. Or it might be that branch fell on it. It looks like branch fell off from up there. Bent that tree over when it landed on it. I thought Wally went behind me, and then I'm looking at that tree, and when I turned to start walking, I saw him real quick. Just for a split second, I thought it was a bear. I realized it was him because I thought he was behind me. Then it dawned on me, it's pretty small for a bear. I just saw something black when I turned and wasn't expecting him to be there. I think you see the trail up here. I think it goes down to the reservoir. I was going to just cut through the woods and tie into this trail, but man, that would have been a long walk through the woods with no trail. Already pulled a bunch of ticks off. I just pulled one out of Wally's ear right before we left. Got one stuck in his ear. He was real good about it and just laid there and let me get it. I was afraid he'd try to move his head. Thought I heard some movement back there. I don't know if this is a trail or not. I don't see no blazes. Let's look on the app. Nope. We're not to it yet. Oh wait. Yeah, we are to it. Yep, that's it right there. Reservoir Hill. I don't like the sound of hill. Reservoir Hill Trail. Let's see, it's half a mile or so down to the reservoir. It looks like it's all. Let me check the top row. Not real steep, but we'll try it and see how it goes. What do you think, Wally? Check this trail out. This always makes me wonder when Wally stays right up against me. Oh, now he's going on. There's been sometimes down at East Fork where he'll be like right against my leg, walking right with me for a while. Then he'd go back to wandering off all over the place. So I don't know what that's about. I've done it a few times. I never heard anything. He never reacted, but he just would stay right up against me. Alright, this trail forks, so I better take a look here. Huh. That's got a sign for horseback. There's Royer Hollow Trail. Let's see, if I'm standing here, so that must be Royer Hollow there. I see a blaze on it now. There ain't no blaze on this one now. But I guess this is the one to the reservoir. Deer just come through here not too long ago. Guess they did have a sign, it's just not there no more. It's nice to go on a hike, but You always got to keep thinking that however far I go, I'm only halfway. Because then I gotta turn around and go back. So far we've gone a mile and a half. So it's gonna be a 3-mile hike at this point. And it's uphill up that road. Won't bother him none, but be rough on the old guy. I don't know if this is a trail or not. Looks like it just kind of dead ends right here. I hear these burial mounds. Or giant ant hills. That's what they look like. Look at all them ants. I think they are ant hills. Huge. I thought I saw some big ones in Ohio. Man. I gotta get a picture of that. See if I can get Wally in it. So you can see how big it is. Here, come over here, Wally. See if I can get him over here by it. Hopefully they're not fire ants. Come over here, Wally. Yeah, there you go. Right by it. There we go. Get back farther where I can get them both in the picture. Oh, I see something over there I gotta go look at. What do we have right there? Well, I want to go through them ferns. Okay, it's just a branch that snapped off up there, fell down. Another branch fell across it, that's it. Nothing really. Nothing worth going over there to look at. I don't know if the trail keeps going through these ferns or not. Looks like it might go to the left up there. Yeah, I think it does. All these ferns kind of remind you of redwoods, except the trees are way smaller. I don't know. I guess that's a trail. It ain't very well marked or anything. Let's take a look, Wally. A lot of down trees all over the place. I'm not stopping because I heard something. I'm just stopping because I'm trying to decide if I want to keep on going or just sit here for a minute and listen. I'm not even sure that this is a trail. Big as a deer. Wally didn't even notice it. You didn't even see it, Wally. I didn't hear it. Even with these headphones on, I didn't hear it. I just saw it. Crazy how quiet they can run right through the woods. So that ought to tell you something. Even I've seen some pretty big bucks go running through the woods, and my dog never hear it at all. I don't hear it. On a full is like on a full run. You're not making a sound. I don't know how they do it, but I've seen it. Oh, there goes the owl. I don't know if it's a barred owl or a great horned owl. I couldn't tell. Looked mostly brown, but it was so quick. Couldn't tell. I think it landed in a tree over there. Huh. That's pretty cool to see that. I hope that picked up on the camera and the deer. It's always cool to see stuff like that. Like that bobcat that I saw. Never seen one in my whole life. Got a Woodbury wildlife. Driving up the road, coming in, I see a bobcat there. Take off into the woods. Get back to where I'm going to camp. See him again, looking at me, and takes off into the woods. And then I hurried up, set my camera up on a tripod. Waited on him. He come out. I got him. Picture of him. So I saw the same one 3 times in one day. That's pretty unlikely. Got lucky. That's why I think maybe I should just sit over here. Be quiet for a little bit. I think I just heard a deer take off. Do that snort. Hear them motorcycles. I hope they're not riding through the woods. I really hate that. I mean, go find a dirt track to ride on. Don't ride through these woods, stirring up all the wildlife. Nobody wants to hear the motorcycles. Oh. It's going to freak Wally out if they come up this way. You might see some deer running from them though. Oh, Wally. Come on up. Come on. Is that scaring you? Motorcycle? You get scared of wild stuff. Thunder. That plane really scared him. Is that scaring you, Wally? It's okay. It's okay, Wally. It's just a motorcycle. It's okay. We're just going to sit here for a minute. Kind of listen. Take a look over my shoulder with the camera. Look behind me while I'm sitting here. I think this is probably one of the best ways to catch something is look one direction while your camera's looking in another. Yeah, I got an hour to get back. I probably should take the road and head up the road, especially since it's uphill. I thought I saw something down there, and I don't see it now. But I had the camera facing there, so hopefully, maybe I picked something up. It was brown, color of a deer. Might have been a deer, but it looked like there was something by that tree down there, or on the left side where it's open. And then there's a group of trees. That first tree, it was on the left side of it. Standing there. So it might have been a deer. It's light brown. I don't see it now. Oh. I don't know. I thought I might have just seen movement there. I don't know. I'll keep aiming down that way while I look around. Sorry to say I hear movement behind me, but that's just Wally. There, it looks like something's standing out there again. By that tree. I don't know. I'll have to check the video. See if there's any movement. Because it looks like something's just standing there. By that tree. Way down there. Pretty far away, but I don't know. I don't know. Can't tell. I might be just seeing things. This might be just the way the leaves are moving and that trees. It might be making it look like a shape that's not there. So I'll just leave the camera on it for a minute. remember one time I was at Germantown Reserve right outside of Dayton, going down the trail, and up on this ridge it looked just like one standing there looking at me. I thought, uh-oh, this is the moment right here. And I stopped and was looking at it. It looked just like one standing there. I got my binoculars out, got a good look at it, and it was a big tree stump. I mean, it was like an 8 or 9 foot tall tree stump, but the shape of it, it just looked like one standing there with its side to me, looking over at me. Yeah, I'm still seeing whatever I saw, so I think it's just the way the leaves made it look through there with the light shining through. I don't even know if I had the camera pointed the right way now. That opening. It's hard to tell looking through this camera. Yeah, that opening where it's real bright down there. That first tree. It's actually the second tree. To the left of that is where I was seeing it. I don't know. Sometimes I look and it doesn't look like anything. Other times I look and it looks like something standing there. Something light brown. I think it's just the way the leaves are moving, that light going through. I think that's all it is. Alright, Wally, I think we're going to head back up the road. Oh. It's going to be uphill for quite a ways, so ain't going to be much fun. Sure is nice back here, though. Be nice to come back here at night and just sit and listen. Without Wally, couldn't bring him for something like that. Especially with these headphones on. I sit and listen with these, I can hear really good. I'm really liking these things. About $60 and they were well worth it. Well, at least she's going to be making hamburgers when I get back, so got something to look forward to. So last night, we're going to head out tomorrow. Whenever, sometime tomorrow. Bad thing is we got to haul everything back out to the van, uphill. I don't know how many trips we made getting it all down there. That little corral fencing, you can only carry about 6 pieces of that at a time. And there's 16 of them. Probably just carry 4 at a time, make 4 trips.